I could absolutely see a total house cleaning. And it could happen before the end of the year. But it's maybe the best team in the NFC, or definitely top 3 in the NFC. So they're probably going to lose again, and they're probably going to get blown out at home.
I'm just saying, I think he is what he is. He's too small. His deep balls sail. I thought he was athletic. He looks slow. He does not look athletic. There's nothing extra. There's no juice. This will be the offense with Dillon Gabriel. This is what it's going to be. We have to be at least threaten the defense deep.
The Cleveland Browns are under heavy fire once again, and this time it's looking like head coach Kevin Stefanski could be on his way out. Experts and fans alike are already predicting that his time in Cleveland is coming to an end by the close of this season. And to make matters worse, there's a growing sense that there's absolutely nothing Stefanski can do to turn things around. With every game that passes, the outlook for this team grows dimmer, and many are beginning to question the decision to keep playing Dillon Gabriel at quarterback. At the start of the season, hope was high, but as the games have gone on, it's become painfully clear that the offense is broken. Gabriel, who was expected to make a splash, has failed to live up to expectations, and with no real solutions in sight, the Browns' offensive struggles are only getting worse. It seems like every move Stefanski makes is under a microscope, and with each passing loss, the pressure continues to mount. As the pressure builds, all eyes are now squarely on Kevin Stefanski, with many questioning why Dillon Gabriel is unable to lead the Browns, especially considering he was Stefanski's choice to start. The concern is growing, especially since Gabriel was given the bulk of the reps during training camp, while Shedeur Sanders was left with limited opportunities, working with the second and third teams. Behind the scenes, frustrations are mounting among Browns insiders, who are becoming increasingly critical of the current game plan. It continues, it seems inevitable that Stefanski's tenure in Cleveland could come to a close sooner rather than later.
This is who Kevin wanted, though. That's the thing. Like, this is Kevin's guy. I get so frustrated watching it because, a lot of times we feel like, oh, they're trying to stick a, square peg into a round hole and all this stuff. Not now.
The situation has reached such a breaking point that even Myles Garrett is speaking out against Kevin Stefanski. The star defensive player voiced his frustration with the team's ongoing losses and expressed disappointment over Stefanski's failure to include Shedeur Sanders on the roster. Garrett, clearly agitated, criticized the offensive play calling, particularly with Dillon Gabriel at quarterback, and highlighted the mental toll of losing in the same manner week after week. With the tension growing both on and off the field, many are beginning to wonder if Stefanski's days in Cleveland are numbered. Are we on the verge of seeing a coaching change in Cleveland? It certainly feels like it could be the beginning of the end for Stefanski.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. To lose the same way every time, it's frustrating as hell.
Myles Garrett didn't hold back in further expressing his frustration, pointing out how the Browns keep losing in the same predictable way, with no noticeable adjustments or improvements being made. He stressed how the defensive line continues to dominate, but the offense remains ineffective, leaving their quarterback vulnerable. Garrett observed that Dillon Gabriel often seemed to throw passes based on assumptions rather than a true understanding of the game, expecting his receivers to be in positions they never got to. His remarks were seen as a pointed critique of both Gabriel's performance and Stefanski's offensive approach. With tensions clearly rising in the locker room, it's becoming increasingly apparent that if Stefanski can't find a way to regain control of the team, his time in Cleveland could be nearing its end.
Stop us to the D-line front. They got in chunk formation. They chipped. He got the ball out, as quick as possible. And there weren't a lot of situations in which, even if I was running, that I could have got there. So,
Myles Garrett's frustration appears warranted, as Dillon Gabriel never seemed to find his rhythm during the game. As time went on, his performance started to unravel. His accuracy declined, with passes that were once sharp beginning to miss their mark. Although he managed to throw 2 touchdowns in the first half, when the game was on the line, Gabriel couldn't rise to the occasion. His struggles with size and positioning became more noticeable under pressure, making it clear he was unable to guide the Browns to a decisive victory.
3rd and 4. We're down to 9:27 to go in the first half. In the pocket, Gabriel in trouble.
The situation is rapidly deteriorating, and now some Browns insiders are raising alarm bells about the decision to stick with Dillon Gabriel. Analyst Ken Carman is openly questioning Kevin Stefanski's choices, particularly his reluctance to give Shedeur Sanders a chance earlier in the game. Carman argued that Stefanski missed a key opportunity to inject some much-needed energy and excitement into an offense that has been stagnant from the outset. While Sanders could have potentially sparked a shift in momentum for the Browns, Stefanski opted to stay with a system that clearly isn't working. According to Carman, the core issue lies in the scheme itself, one that lacks the adaptability and creativity necessary for success in the modern NFL. Even with promising quarterbacks like Sanders or Gabriel, the offense will continue to falter unless there is a major overhaul of the system.
And they've now lost 8 in a row, and they looked uncompetitive in the second half. I mean, it was 10-0 at one point. Somebody had said it felt like 50-0, and that's the way it felt. Offensively, it's just terrible, and they're wasting everything defensively. And what will happen here, because I don't know if they're going to get it fixed. I don't think they're going to get anything fixed offensively. You could put in Dylan Gabriel, or you could put in Shedeur for a different pace, flavor, seasoning, find out whether or not they got it or not.
As scrutiny on Stefanski intensifies, his decision to limit Shedeur Sanders' training reps has become a major point of contention, as both Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry's positions in Cleveland now uncertain.
I'm hearing Shedeur is not even running scout team. He's literally watching everyone play. Bailey Zappi's running scout team. I don't know if that's true. That's what I'm hearing. Why is he on the team? Why is he even here? If that's what you think about, because his jersey is selling, they don't need.
As the Browns continue to struggle under Kevin Stefanski's leadership, the pressure is mounting from all sides. The team's offensive woes, highlighted by Dylan Gabriel's inability to perform and Stefanski's reluctance to make changes, have raised serious concerns about the future of the franchise. Myles Garrett's outspoken frustration is just one indication of the growing dissatisfaction within. Stefanski cannot find a way to turn things around. It's likely that the team will make drastic changes at both the coaching and executive levels. With his future in Cleveland uncertain and the team's direction in question, the coming weeks could be critical in determining whether Stefanski or even general manager Andrew Berry will continue with the Browns or be replaced in the pursuit of a brighter future. So, what do you think, Browns fans? Is it time for a change at the top, or does Kevin Stefanski still deserve a chance to turn things around? Should the Browns have given Shedeur Sanders more opportunities, or do you believe Dylan Gabriel was the right choice all along? How much blame does Stefanski deserve for the team's struggles? And how much falls on the lack of execution from the players? With tensions rising both inside the locker room and among the fan base, do you think a coaching change could spark the turnaround this team desperately needs, or will it be another false start? Let's hear your thoughts. What do you believe is the next step for the Cleveland Browns?